Now, in the last hour, Jess With The Mess, I told you guys that there was a little bit more left of the 50 Cent Billboard article that I did want to get into. So they had also asked 50 Cent about Drake losing his footing in the battle when he started responding to some of the different allegations that were being thrown at him, because the person who's interviewing 50 says, I think that at that point is when Drake lost his footing a bit. And what 50 Cent says is, when you say something that isn't true and the person wants to defend themselves, they're encouraged. The public likes that you're vulnerable because it matters to you that it wasn't true, and then they jump on you. That's like Meek Mill. When they say Meek is
gay?
Yes. When they say Meek is gay with the Puff, in the Puff situation now, it's how he responds to it that makes people talk about it more. It gets bigger and bigger, and it turns into things going on and out there. You don't hear one thing about French Montana, and French was in that circle and around a lot of that. Not one thing. But Meek is all over the place. It's the way that they respond to what people say about them publicly. They feel like, oh, that bothers you? If you say anything, then people start harping on it harder and harder. I thought that was a great lesson to take from this article of ignore the BS. Because he's right. You don't hear French Montana. It was around the Diddy stuff.
Why you throwing French in there now? Leave French alone.
No, he came up in the conversation, but he never responded. So did Usher. Remember, never responded. And look, but when the Meek stuff happened, it was everywhere.
50 a true cancer. He acting like he didn't fuel so much of those French and Diddy rumors back in the day.
He says he know what he do online.
Yeah, come on, man. I heard Diddy touched your butt. That was 50 thing. The French all the time.
But the point, you get the point, right? That's what you be telling me that.
I tell you that all the time.
Yeah.
I don't pay that no attention. And Meek does make it bigger. Pause.
Whoa.
when he replies back to things. Don't give things energy.
Meek does what?
Man, shut up. Man. You know what I'm talking about.
You ain't hear like that Paula Santos because you didn't say that God be smoking weed.
And?
Yeah. Don't be trying to call for him now. He can't hear you. Truth is, he tired. He cannot hear you.
Or she.
Or she. I agree with that. Now, also, RZA had some comments, too, on the Drake-Kendrick beef. And this will be the last part, but I wanted to hear his comments, too. Let's take a listen.
First of all, Kendrick is the natural lyricist. And Drake, I think, is a trained lyricist. You could train a fighter and he could be good, then you got those natural fighters. And while Drake got bars forever, Kendrick bars potency was stronger. So the battle for bar was something that was just not good advice on Drake's camp. Drake is a powerful artist in our culture, and you can't take that away from him. The thing that these young brothers should recognize, as you get older, you gain more knowledge and wisdom and experience. So hopefully as they mature more as humans, they could go, wow, that's crazy, that's fun. I ate you up, son. I love that other joint. My son love your joint. My son love your joint. That's just what it is, and here we are for the culture coming together.
RZA is not wrong, but I would also just expound on that and say Kendrick is an otherworldly lyricist MC who can also write songs. Drake is a very dope rapper and an exceptional songwriter, but Drake didn't play into his strengths in this battle, and Kendrick played into all of his. Drake's strength is songwriting, making hits. He didn't give us a hit in this battle.
How
long are we going to talk about this battle?
Oh, you
upset? Mean?
No.
I
will say, no, it is a little bit far,
it's been a
right?
long
but
time.
I was wondering because
y'all New Yorkers still talking about Jay-Z and Nas, so cut it out.
No, we don't.
Oh, please.
No, we don't.
People still reference that beef a lot.
Nah, they talk more about
Tupac
the Biggie and Tupac.
Yeah.
But both of them
that's even longer.
But both of them are dead, so they're like immortalized. They haven't really.
But that's even longer. What's the point? You don't. A great beef is a great beef. This has happened this summer. Knock it off.
When y'all say, like, when people, when Charlotte or whoever being here saying, like, it's the greatest beef that we've seen in a long time or
it's
whatever,
the greatest
right?
I've ever seen, period.
Yeah, right? I didn't really I hear that, but it's like, okay, there will be more beefs. But now I'm understanding. This morning when all this was top of news, I'm like, we're still talking about it like it happened yesterday. I've never seen this ever.
And I will say, I understand what 50's saying. I understand what RZA's saying. Both of them are right. But it's really not even that deep. Kendrick is just better, and he busted Drake's ass. That's just it.
Drake hate to see you coming.
It's just the truth. Kendrick is better. And he was better in this battle, and he just busted Drake's ass. It's just that simple.
All right. Well, that was the moral
Kendrick
of the story
won in
now.
That battle. Happy birthday, Drake.
Exactly. Dang, on his birthday. I'm sorry.
You want to blow? Envy want to blow out his candle.
Ooh.
Not true.
Envy will pop out a cake with Drake dressed like an owl.
Charlotte, it's a trick candle.
The flame will keep lighting. He'll keep blowing till Drake tell him stop.
Sounds like you're jealous.
That endurance is there. All right, so Charles Barkley and Shaq inside the NBA, they were having a conversation yesterday about Bronny and LeBron's first game where they made the NBA history, and Charles Barkley made a very controversial statement. Let's take a listen.
Bronny's a prospect. Number one, I'm glad he's healthy. I think he should be in the G League. He's not ready to play in the NBA right now.
And it's expected he will spend.
And he should be in the G League because he's not ready to play in the NBA first and foremost. But secondly, there's going to be some guys coming for his head. And he's not ready because he's really a tweener. He's a point guard, two guard. His probably best attribute right now is being a defender. But I think to take the pressure off him and let him get better as a player, he should be in the G League.
What's controversial about what he said?
People ain't gonna say that.
No, that's
absolutely right.
But I didn't say right or wrong. I said controversial. Who have you heard saying that publicly on the platform?
Everybody been saying that. He has to play. For him to get better, he has to play.
Said that.
Not y'all. No. We're talking about other people, other analysts, other major sports names. Everybody else is just like they happy for Bronny because it's LeBron's son.
No, people are still happy.
I haven't heard it.
Two things can be true. You can be happy for him, and you can be happy to see this happen. You can be happy that LeBron has the power to make that happen. But you can also say, yeah, he's not ready for the NBA.
No, he needs to play in the G League. For him to get better, he has to play, and he's not going to play in the NBA. He can't play 2 minutes every game when they're blowing teams out. He has to play in the G League. He'll get better. He should be there, and it is what it is. But I'm happy for him to be in the NBA. But by the way, you got to play to get better.
People were saying that before he even left college. They were saying he wasn't ready for the NBA.
I know they were saying that, and they were saying a lot. I remember when he won the McDonald's All-American, too, people were like, he didn't deserve that either.
I don't remember that.
There was a whole controversy. They felt like it was given to him because of who he was, and there were other people that were more deserving.
Yeah, but now I think he needs to play in the G League because he has to play to get better. And in the NBA, he won't get time. He'll get 2-3 minutes, and that's not enough time for him to get better.
I want Bronny to get better and shut everybody up.
Me too.
Mm-hmm.
I'd love to see Bronny ball out.
Me too.
But it's not hate, though. That's not hate to say that. Like, that's just now we're talking about just basketball critique. So, celebrate, salute. Glad to see Bronny James Jr. and LeBron on the court.
Love it.
But you still got to talk basketball. You can't, because if he's going out there averaging 0-point-something points and 0-point-something rebounds and not getting no minutes, then what?
He had 0 rebounds in Tuesday's game.
Charles Barkley didn't lie.
All right, y'all. Well, that was this hour of the mess.
All right, well, Charlamagne, who you give that down to?
Man, 4 after the hour, 6 million ways to get into hell. Choose one. There's a guy named Jeremy Lane from Florida. He needs to come to the front of the congregation. We'd like to have a word with him, please.
All right, we'll get to that next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Wake that ass up early in the morning. The Breakfast Club.